Hello there everybody and welcome to my review of these off-brand Galactic Marines, and there isn't really a retail price, and these 5 are from Jay's Little Things, and this Commander Picard is from American Brick Store or American Bricks, and I am going to review them. And I would like to mention this is not a sponsored video. This is something I randomly bought because I wanted some minifigures to go along with this Galactic Marine gunship. The first figure I'm going to look at is the Galactic Marine. This is a solid minifigure and it kind of has dual molded legs. It's more of which 1/4 dual molded legs. Pretty nice waist cape, some printing, some torso printing, arm printing. Something that does always suck about off-brand figures is that you have to put the hands and arms in yourself. Here is the back printing and the backpack. That looks pretty nice. Now this figure does have like wrapped around it printing, all of them do, but that looks pretty nice. The helmet looks pretty nice, and I think it does have just a little bit more detail on it than Legos does because it has like little foldings on the cloth. Now all of the Galactic Marines have this little slit in the helmet, so I think that that's pretty cool and a little nice detail. And underneath the helmet is just a black head, because the helmet actually has no eyes and you just see into the back of the head. And this is what it looks like without its waist cape on, and here it is from the side and the back too. Now, it does unfortunately have some bleed through, and it's not as bad as Commander Fox, but the mask gets a little pinkish. It's much worse in person, and so is the torso printing. Now, you might have been confused by the fact that it was pink and not dark reds like Legos, but that is because in the universe they are more of a pinkish, but it is kind of hard to tell, and personally I prefer the dark red. So it is accurate, and I do really like this figure, and I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Our next figure is Commander Bakara, and he has some nice printing, and he has the pink stripe, which was definitely missing on the Legos Bakara, and it is more accurately sized. And they even got the pink little detail that Legos seem to have missed. But the torso printing is really nice, and so is the legs, so is the back. This helmet is really nice, and I do think it's really good, and it looks much better than Legos, and because it doesn't look like Chipmunk. And even though it's not accurate, I do like that this is silver, even though it's supposed to be more of a dull gray, but I think the silver looks really nice, and I do really like the physical waist cape. But this is an all-around great minifigure, and I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. Our next one is the Shadow Galactic Marine, and this guy looks really cool. And I like the legs, and it has some boots printing on it, some waist cape, and brown where it's white. So they basically just took the normal Galactic Marine minifigure and just made all of the white parts either black or brown. So that's pretty cool. Here's what his arm printing looks like. Pretty nice backpack and the back printing. The helmet looks really nice, and since it does have the see-through eyes, they used a green head to give it the green eyes effect. But this is a great minifigure, and I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. And our last minifigure is definitely a made-up one, and is the Galactic Marine Technician or Pilot. I don't remember what it was, but I bought it as a pilot. Yeah, the printing looks really nice. The kneecaps and the waist connects to the hips. I do like the torso printing, and I do really like the way that it goes up and down. The arm printing looks really nice. I am a fan of this jetpack, and the helmet mold, it looks really nice, and I'm pretty sure it's based off of the original Stormtroopers from the Bad Batch, and this is what it looks like without his helmet on. And yeah, fake minifigures should just stick to helmeted figures and not do stuff like this, because that just looks really cursed. But this is a solid minifigure, and I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Now I'm going to rank these minifigures. In 4th place, I have the Technician Pilot guy. I think it's a solid figure, just not my cup of tea. At number 3, I have the normal Galactic Marines. I think these are very solid figures, and they look really nice, except for the bleed through. Next up, I have the Shadow Galactic Marine at the number 2 spot. I think this guy is really good, mainly just because it gets rid of all of the bleed through on the other figures, so I think he was pretty cool for that, and it just looks awesome. But number 1 had to go to Commander Bakara. I mean, that helmet mold and just looks so nice, and I think especially after seeing Lego's attempt at Commander Bakara, this is just so much better. Now, something to remember with fake Lego is designs are typically stolen from other fake Lego or custom companies, so do always remember that when buying fake Lego, and I do not know who the original designer is. Now, I know a lot of people don't like fake Lego, and Yeah, I understand why, but I mean, this is just a fun way, and I wanted to populate the gunship without, having to spend a bunch of money on Lego's Galactic Marines. And if you don't like fake Lego, I completely understand, but I mean, I still prefer real Lego. I just think that this was a cool thing to buy every now and again. And be sure to tell me your thoughts on it in the comment section below. Please consider leaving a like if you enjoyed this video. Leave a dislike if you didn't enjoy. If you're new around here, please consider subscribing, because if I get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I'll do a toothpaste reveal. Please go follow me on Instagram